It was a historic moment when newly elected Congresswoman Rashida Thaib broke barriers during her swearing-in ceremony. The moment where Tlaib chose to wear a traditional Palestinian thobe, as she would become one of the first two Muslim women to be sworn into Congress.
She promised from the beginning when she started her campaign that when she entered Congress, it would be in a Palestinian thobe, and her swearing in would be on the Quran. This is an affirmation of her Palestinian identity, her Arab origins, and her Islamic faith.
The event would also be so groundbreaking that it would inspire a whole campaign on social media, with people wearing their own traditional Palestinian garments, using the hashtag #TweetYourThobe. But what's the history of the thobe? Thobes have become a symbol of the Palestinian identity and culture. Before Israel's establishment in 1948, thobes were diverse in style and used in daily life. The traditional costume also carried a deeper meaning, communicating the wearer's economic status, geographic origin, and even character and personality. Permeated with folklore, religious imagery, and nature, thobes also had ornate designs dependent on the region. But the practice would later fade with the 1950s, bringing in tough times for the Palestinians. It was a trend that continued into the late 1980s and early 1990s with the start of the First Intifada, when women would weave symbols of their identity into their thobes, including the Palestinian flag and maps of Palestine as a way to resist. The traditional Palestinian garment is undergoing a revival. It's all thanks to young Palestinian designers who are bridging the gap between traditional patterns and techniques and modern Western styles. And now, this historic piece of clothing may be making an even bigger comeback. Erica Jackson, I-24 News.